And a super good morning to each and every single one of you. Yes, I know it's early in the morning, all dark outside. The perfect time of day to be getting up, getting cracking on content production. I know the lighting in here is absolutely horrendous, and the sound quality isn't probably much better either. Anyway, early in the morning, best time to get cracking on content production, especially considering that by just after 8 o'clock this morning, I'm wanting to be out on the bike and get a good solid 2100 2200 calorie bike ride in. So in order to be able to do that, I need to get cracking on content production, get a couple of calories into my system to be able to fuel at least the first part of the ride before that gets depleted, plus my glycogen, and I move into fat burning. But anyway, without further ado, let me get stuck into content production so that I can get, oh by the way, this waste paper bag right next to my computer, because you never know when you need to use a tissue. Anyway, me, I need to get writing. You, so do you. Let's do this, let's be productive, and let's get things done. There we go, first block of writing of the day done. Time is sitting at 6:50, and time to hit the update button. 2,869 words for the first block of the day. I think that's reasonable, and that takes me around to a nice round 93% of my day's total, and it is not even 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm happy with that. I'm going to be moving into my next task, which is starting to look for potential images that I can use in the blog post that I've completed so far. Speak to you later. As you can see, got my first block of writing done, about to jump onto the bike, head out into the mountains. As you can see, mountains over there. Head out into the mountains, get my 2,100 calorie, maybe I might get it up to 2,200, but say a 2,100 calorie bike ride in. Breakfast this morning was about 350 calories, so that should see me through 350 calories of breakfast, 1,500 calories of blood and muscle glycogen in my system from yesterday, so that should see me through at least 2/3 to 3/4 of the ride. But let's see how we progress. I hope you're getting some good workouts in as well, to be able to keep your motivation levels high for your content that you're producing, whichever way you're doing it on your side. Speak to you later. Hey, good morning to you. I had an absolute stroke of luck right now. Let me just zip myself up so I look slightly more decent. Anyway, I'm here at Casita Papel. On my first pass, I'm about a third of the way into my ride as far as time is concerned. So doing well, 9:15. But as I pulled up here to fill up with water, the guys from the organization Ride Southern Spain, who have got their headquarters just behind me on the mountain over there, that's where the headquarters is, they arrived to fill up with water on the way out on their ride. But what I could tell you is that their van had a track pump in it. So now I've got slightly more air in my tires, which means that the rest of the ride should go significantly better than what it has gone so far, with a bit more air pressure, a little bit less rolling resistance with soft, squidgy mountain bike tires. I should be able to get up the next couple of hills slightly easier than I did last week. Let's see how it goes. But all being said, a third of the way in time-wise. I'll probably check in with you when I get to halfway distance-wise, which won't be quite the same as halfway time-wise. But anyway, about a third of the way in, hours worth of riding done, about 2 hours worth of riding to go. Let's go, let's make it happen, and stay healthy, focused, and smash your goals on your side as well. Speak to you later. This rather austere building is the Centrus Loot in Orgeba. Heading along to what is colloquially called the Vampire Club. But I'll explain all of that a little bit later, and also why this is a 2-day vlog and not a 1-day vlog. But all of that just a little later. Hey, time is almost on 2 o'clock at the moment, and I'm back at one of my old YouTube video recording spots, but as you can see the sun's right up overhead, so which means that I'm probably giving you just about the worst lighting I can possibly do. But my main reason for picking this spot is that what I'm going to do is turn the camera around. Is right behind the camera at the moment is, yes, a wall that hopefully blocks out a certain amount of the wind noise and makes it that, if I take it to there, makes it slightly easier for you to hear what I have to say, even though I'm just one big silhouette at the moment. If I turn sideways like this with one leg hanging down over the edge, that gives me slightly more side on view. How does that work? There we go. That looks slightly better. Anyway, what am I wanting to tell you? Yes, this is a 2-day into 1 vlog, simply because when it got to yesterday afternoon, yesterday evening, I didn't record any video clips because I was way too busy. And thank you so much to my absolute best friend here in Spain that helped me with the process of filling in the forms and the documentation that I need for enrolling into the language school. Without her help, it would have probably taken me 2, maybe 3 weeks to get these 2.5 pages of forms filled in, and with her help we're able to do it in an afternoon, through into the evening. So thank you so much for that. Today, gym session with my gym client, potential new gym client, signing up next week, so that's going to make my midweeks fairly interesting. Less time for super long bike rides, but such is life, things need to be done. And next week, this coming Monday, is going to be my entrance exam to see what level of an English person I am according to the powers that be. But anyway, so today's 2 days rolled into 1, and yes, after the process of filling in the forms for the language school, I had already switched off the computer for the day, and I didn't get into any editing of the previous day's video. So the previous day's video is what's going to be coming up to you today, and I'm going to be rolling yesterday and today's footage into one probably slightly longer video that will be coming out to you tomorrow. But such is life. We can't be perfect every single day. We do our best and we keep moving forward, and when it comes to producing content, exactly the same rule applies. But anyway, with that, let me try and get back to my desk and produce some content, because yesterday, with all the other things that were happening, I only wrote 2,800 words, just shy of my 3,000 word target, so I need to make up for all of that today as well. But anyway, speak to you slightly later in the day once I've gotten a good chunk of my work for today done, and we can catch up. Let's do a recap on today, the 11th of September, and word count that I've done for the day to date is 3,742. The target was 3,088. Brings my total for the month of September up to 41,987 out of the 100,000 word target. Although tomorrow I'll talk to you some more about a worrying factor that I'm seeing as far as my writing and content production is concerned at the moment, that I need to look at and definitely take some action on, but I'll tell you about that tomorrow. Time for me to be getting ready for heading bedwards so that I can start bright and early in the morning. But before that, a little bit of a evening walk just to clear my head. Yes, it's late in the evening, 9:15, all dark already. Got a little bit of a street light above me, which I'm using for the illumination, and as you can see, all quiet. I mean, the streets are completely quiet. But anyway, I got nearly 4,000 words done on the written side today, and about 8 or 9 videos, so that's looking good. So things are starting to get back on track. But even though the things on the content production side are getting back on track, there are a couple of things that I'm needing to sort out, and I'm writing words, but I'm not publishing articles because there are one or two things that are not related to writing words that need to be done, and it's a case of finding the motivation to do the things that need to be done in order to move the needle forward on the career content side, while at the same time balancing the intricacies of a personal life in amongst that. I mean, ideally I'd want to get up at 4 o'clock every morning, but that's not always the feasible option. But anyway, more of that at a later date. Just let you know that today, Wednesday the 11th of September, we're all wrapped up. Hopefully I can get going early in the morning and see if we can make a better content day than it was today.